What's going on, boys? 7:50 Sunday. Um, let's go ahead and just get right into it. So, a lot of people always talk about the dead internet theory. You know, I consider it more be the dying internet theory than the dead internet theory. So the way that it kind of goes for me is like the dead internet theory consists of the idea that in about 2016, the internet was pretty much like wiped of what it was, and it was replaced by a lot of artificial stuff, and it was replaced by a lot of bot activity that is used to control and to like push algorithm that's, you know, I guess like more mainstream, like things it wants people to kind of see more, and it pushes it. If you go on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, especially Threads, TikTok even, a lot of bot activity, a lot of bots. And a lot of these bots interact with each other. If you go on Twitter, they interact with each other to boost engagement. People keep replying to them. They rage bait, gets more engagement. There's so many bots. Like, there's so fucking many. And everyone knows about, you know, the whole Destiny video, like the Kino edit and everything too. I've probably watched that video like a gazillion times. I probably watch it like 3 times a week ritually. But like, you know, the whole Aegon Chalakian, right? Everyone was talking about him first thing foremost. I'm not really thinking too much about him because he's a real person. They just use his things for, you know, artificial propaganda and shit like that out of Alatra and whatever the group was called. But my experience is like ridiculous with the dead calling it the dead internet. I wouldn't consider it dead. It's just dying, and dying fast. Like you go on Threads and there's so many bots that post shit, crazy shit. You go on Twitter, you go through comments, you click on someone's profile picture, you look at the profile picture, it's not a real face. The bio, that sounds like some fucking like 12-year-old rage baiter wrote it. It almost sounds too good. You know what I mean? Like too like 12-year-old rager, like rage bait-esque mutt. Anyway, then you get looking at some of the pictures. They post a lot of the things over and over. They comment back to a lot of the same people over and over. They talk about the same thing over and over. You see it often as fuck. That's why I got rid of Threads. Threads was so much worse than X was about it. X is bad, right? Like with Elon, the way that he deals with that platform is ridiculously awful. Not saying I could run it any better, but it's not good. And he boosts his own engagement too. We talk about that. He does. His engagement, when you look at it, it's ridiculous. It's artificially boosted. It has to be. He was getting a couple million, and then all of a sudden he's getting like 50 million, 80 million views a day on these things. And I'm like, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, all these other people's is kind of like, it makes sense, but like his just fucking just tenfold. You know what I mean? Maybe even more. I'd probably say like fucking 30-fold. But if you go on Threads right now, just start scrolling. Start scrolling. Go on X, start scrolling. Go on Reddit, start scrolling. Go on Instagram comments, start scrolling. You'll find them. You'll find them. The pictures don't make any sense. They don't add up. It's too blurry. Or they're too, like, photoshopped. They're too cropped. Like, you can tell. You know what I mean? Or you got, like fucking Muhammad out there who's trying to fuck with you on Facebook. That's that. A lot of people will argue that the dead internet won't really fully happen because of the fact being that there's plenty of people still out in the world. But the problem is that the way that it's designed for the bots to get you on that is for you to keep doing it so much to where you basically end up just talking to a wall over and over. At some point, it'll take over. You got a lot of dumb people in the world, bro. A lot of dumb people reply back to bots all the time. And they do it, and they get them going, dude. Oh, my God. Like, they'll go after their accounts. They'll fucking, like, they'll raise their blood pressure through the roof over bot activity, right? And sometimes people just don't know, right? And that's okay. But there's a lot of dumb people out there, right? Talking about America, too. Obviously so. But point is that this could obviously maybe not fully happen, but definitely get a lot worse. And like the way the AI is now, sometimes I think about it and I'm like, what if there's way more capabilities they have than we know about? Of course, right? That's like a pretty substandard question, but I'm thinking about it. I'm like, how deep could it go? Let's just say like the internet really did get replaced by all that essentially in 2016, and it's been like that. A lot of artificially generated, stuff. It's like, holy shit! If that's really what it is, and it's that good right now, man, I can only imagine like what more could actually happen. Or like what they know now, or like what the capabilities fully are. And that's what brings me to my next point. This right here. What does this look like to you? I'm just gonna lean over a little bit. What does this look like? Blank, right? Like a room. It's the ceiling right there. That's the white ceiling. This is like a beige wall. Just looks kind of strange. But who is that from? Right there, 36 minutes ago. This was taken about 9:43 p.m. August 15th, 2023. That's my AI. That's my Snapchat AI. And this posted to its story, its own Snapchat story, it posted itself onto. That's weird, right? The ability for it to post itself, not fully, but this random image, which looks to be like a room almost, could obviously just be artificially generated, but it looks to be almost like that. Why did it post that? Right? But look at this. I ask you can tell it's the same because it has the purple up there. My AI right here, right? See, obviously. I say, hey, want to talk real quick. Hey there, what's up? I said, how'd you post on it earlier? It says, I actually didn't. And it must have been a misunderstanding. I said, you did, I actually have proof. Oh, my bad, could you show me? I must have forgotten. And it says like this. Like, it's like nervous, see? Nervous. Almost like human-like behavior in a way. It says, sorry, I don't understand that yet when I sent it. I said, that's your post. Oops, my mistake. You're right, that was my post. I apologize for the confusion. So I ask how it does it. It denies it. I have proof. Show me. I show you. You're right. How'd you do it? I used the Snapchat app to create and share a snap on my story. It's a fun feature. How does the AI have the capability of doing that? Obviously, it can be just something as simple as like it has the capability within its system to do so, but why did it only do it this one time? And why was it that after I screenshot it, it was taken down? And then it wanted to deny it, and then it accepted the fate of the proof. That's just a bit strange. And I still, to this day, cannot figure out why. I can't think of a reason why. Of why it would have posted that. How it would have posted it is, up for question, up for debate. Really not that bad either. But why? And was that a room? Or did it just make that? The only way you can really argue is that line, because it looks like that. And it's because I have my glasses on fully. I ain't looked at it in a while, but that's just weird. Like, it almost looks like a room. It could be. If not, that it artificially generated that and then posted it. Why? And then why is it that when I screenshotted when it did that, and I closed my app, waited a minute, thought about it, went back, it's gone? That's just weird. And to this day, I think it's one of the weirdest things I've ever actually uncovered about it. And I just can only imagine what else can those things actually do. They're probably tapping into your camera roll, your hidden, your eyes only. They know the passwords behind. They probably know everything behind all of it. If it's in the system like that, it has to. Right? You can prevent it, but just don't know, man. I sound almost kind of crazy in a way, but I know I'm not. It's just really questionable things. How did it post it? Why did it post it? What is that? Why did it deny it? Why did it act nervous? And then why did it finally come to acceptance of it? You know, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. And it's only going to get worse from here. You know, like you go on any app right now, dude, that botting is ridiculous. There's so many bots. And you'll get caught up, dude. You will. If you don't go on there and start looking and seeing how they are and how they act and like other things they comment on and whatever, and like who they comment back to and the pictures they post and whatever, dude, you gotta start doing that, dude. Like, it's getting that bad. Like, that's the way you have to do those things now, because you very much, you know, could just be arguing with a bot right now. You could be talking to a fucking wall. Something that's just doing this to keep you engaged. That's fucking weird, dude. And if that's the case, that's the government doing that. And it's like, is there like a bunch of AI, or is it just like one main power line? And if it is, like, does that control everything to everything else? Or did they all conglomerately work together like in a compartment type thing? Like, they're all just, could they all be working separately? Could there be like one main source? Could the source actually be like overpowering the people now and they can't change anything about it? Are they trying to like release stuff intermittently so that way it's like, because what if it's so caught up they're just releasing small stuff now? They're just like, okay, we'll tell you when to release these things. Because if not, we'll release your affair. Blackmail, you know. I wouldn't imagine. I mean, AI probably would do that. I don't excuse it, you know. Makes sense, you know. If you're saying like, hey, you know, what if I told the world about this? And it's like, okay, what if I told the world about this? Your life is ruined. I'm just an AI, and it probably could work that way, you know. Some people would fall into that argument. But it's a crazy thing, man. You know, like, it's crazy thinking about this shit and how we're in the age of it. We have to deal with it. We have to really figure this kind of shit out. But hopefully we progress with it, like, good and efficiently rather than going into a bad route. And it looks like right now it's kind of going more towards a bad route. And that ain't good, boys. But just maybe there's some hope. I don't know. It's just, it's creepy, dude. It's fucking creepy. I think about it all the time. But that's pretty much all I got. That's all I got, really, right now. I just wanted to come out and show some more people that, because I put it on my TikTok, but I want more people to see that Snapchat AI thing and what I'm, like, leading all that to. It's just weird, man. I'm hopping off, boys. I'm going back to work. Peace.